picked up this iPhone 13. I'm making $80 profit. I'm going to tell you how I did it. Lead messages me. She tells me she's got an iPhone 13, and then she proceeds to send me the IMEI. Now, the IMEI is just like the social security number of the phone, and you can go to certain websites and it'll tell you details about the phone, like what type of phone is it? Is it an iPhone 12? Is it an iPhone 13 Pro Max? And it'll tell you how much storage the phone has. And it'll also tell you what company is it with. Is it with AT&T? Is it with T-Mobile? Is it unlocked for any company? What company is it with? A phone that's unlocked and it'll work with any company always goes for more. Always is more valuable than a phone that's only with one company. Then she texts me and tells me the phone is network unlocked. That means the phone will work for all companies. So I take the IMEI of the phone, I type it into the website, and it comes back and I see it's not unlocked. It'll not work with all companies. It'll only work with T-Mobile. I could do two things in this conversation. The first thing I could do is I could tell her that her phone's not unlocked. I could tell her it'll only work with T-Mobile. And that would be an unbelievably stupid thing to do. That would be the dumbest thing to do at that point, because that does not move the conversation forward. Every word I send the customer moves them forward, has a purpose to it. And a lot of electronic resellers shoot themselves in the foot and make mistakes that they don't even know that they're making because they're not saying the right words to the customer at the right time. After she tells me it's network unlocked and I ran the IMEI and saw that it's not network unlocked, it'll only work with T-Mobile, I don't say anything. I go to the direct buyer sheet. He'll give me $260 for it. I come back and I respond to her, I can give you $180 for it. She asked if I could do $200. I wanted to make more than just $60, so I used my script to get her down, to basically get her to agree to sell her phone at the price I wanted. My initial price, $180. I drove, I did the meetup. I got the phone, I'm driving back home. There are a few phases of the meetup. There's a few phases that every customer must go through with you when you are communicating with them. The first thing is you got to figure out what type of phone they have and the condition. Then you got to make an offer. If they don't accept the offer, you have to get them down in price and negotiate with them. And then once they agree to the price, you do the meetup. Chunks like that. Every word should have a purpose in accomplishing one of those phases and moving the conversation forward. At that point, it would have been pointless for me to tell her her phone was not unlocked and it was only with T-Mobile. That did not accomplish anything. Now, if I had made the offer and she didn't accept it, I could have then used that as leverage to show her her phone is not as valuable as she thought it was, to help me try to get her down in price. But at that point in the conversation and where we are, saying that would have been pointless. So the point of this video is it's very important to understand, have an awareness. What am I saying to the customer? It doesn't matter, and is it moving the conversation forward to me ultimately meeting up and picking up the item and making money?